So, Rose Hill and Iffley is where BBC Radio Oxford's big tour has rolled up this week. We're on stop number 7, and the regeneration of Rose Hill is to take a step forward. We've learned that work on a new £3 million community centre in the area will begin this summer. The state-of-the-art development will include a social club, a gym, meeting rooms and a doctor's surgery. Ed Turner is the Deputy Leader of Oxford City Council. He's also the Labour Councillor for Rose Hill and Iffley, and he's been telling me who will be able to use the new centre.
The youth space, which at the moment is exclusively occupied by the County Council's youth service, is going to be available obviously for that purpose, but when that's not being used, other groups can use it as well. So if there are any groups that want to work with local kids, that's possible. Clearly you've got a range of people at the moment that use rooms at the community centre, so for example church groups, but also local societies like our Low Carbon group, and that will obviously be available to them. In addition to that, we're hoping to get the Rose Hill football team back up and running, and the new changing room should really help.
So it's all going to be going off there, and Fran Gardner is with me. Fran's a Rose Hill community worker. Morning, Fran.
Morning, Phil.
So how much of a difference, this new centre, it all sounds like a brave new world. Mind you, it sounds like there's quite a lot going on there already at the Rose Hill Community Centre.
Yes, there is. I mean, I've been using that centre for over 4 years, bringing in community groups and a junior youth club we developed, and the Community Association have been incredibly supportive of that. But as we've discussed, and as you know, the old building is really, feeling its age a bit now.
So how much of a difference will a new building make?
It'll make a massive difference because of the fact that we will have so many services under one roof. So we'll have a library, we'll have a police, we'll have a health centre, and an advice centre, but also we're going to have amazing public rooms which will open out onto the recreation ground and so on. It's just going to be beautiful.
What's Rose Hill like there? Because from everything that I've been hearing this morning, it sounds like everybody. Well, it sounds like a bit sort of like a city village.
Yes, I think that's very true. I mean, I've been working on the estate for 4.5 years, and there were bad times with Rose Hill, but a lot of investment has gone into it. An investment not just in pounds but also in people's time and effort, and we got 5 years funding from the lottery to work on Rose Hill to build community spirit, and that is what we're actually doing, and believe me, the change is just fabulous to see.
What did you do? How do you build community spirit?
We use food to build community spirit, and we use food throughout virtually every strand of our lottery project, because I believe and we know that food brings people together.
So explain that to me. How do you use food to bring people together?
Okay, so we will put on things like big community lunches. So we'll take an ethnic community group, could be the Asian women, maybe the African women, Arabic-speaking women, and we will support them and fund them to put on and cook their traditional food. And then we take that out to, for example, older white British people. And it's a wonderful way to bring people together. So people who would normally not make eye contact and cross the road when they saw somebody a little bit different coming towards them, are then sitting down, eating together, talking, and then those friendships are made.
Really?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Listen, one of those groups, the Arabic Women's Group, Lily Mitchell is down at the Rose Hill Community Centre at the moment. Lily, your guest, is it Nazira?
It is Nazira, yes.
So Nazira and Fran, I think, know each other.
They do, yes, we do. For about 6 years now.
Yes, that's right, Nazira. I didn't think I'd be talking to you on the radio.
Isn't that extraordinary? So over to you, Lily. Are you going to talk about food? What are you going to talk about there?
Yeah, food is a very big part. I'm actually standing, Phil, on the proposed site of the new community centre. So it's to the left, I can see the current children's centre, which is joined on to the primary school. And that's where a lot of the work that Fran was just talking about, the social cohesion group work, takes place. In fact, I was there on Thursday to sample some of the delicious food Fran was just talking about. And Nazira, you are...
Now, something just broke. Something just dropped out there. We're going to see. We're going to see.
Oh no!
Oh no! You're back.
You're back. Hello,
You're back.
hello.
Yes.
Phew. So Nazira, you've seen a lot of change. You've lived here for 32 years. What difference does the work that Fran and you do to the community, do you think?
It's a really good work that Fran does, and she brings the people of the community together, like she mentioned before, and that's through food. And we are based at the Children's Centre at the moment, and we can't do any cooking on the Children's Centre because my group meets once a week on Thursday morning, and the Asian women are cooking lunch at that time, so we can't do any cooking. So we're looking forward to this new community centre to be built and the new kitchen, so we'll be...
Oh, it's gone again. That's really annoying.
So, Phil, one of the things that the architect did when he was, before he did the final plans, was he spent time with everybody on Rose Hill, of all ages and all ethnicities, and we had a special kind of working group just around the design of the kitchens, for example.
Which seem very busy.
Well, it's going to... We have no kitchen facilities at all now in the old community centre. So for many people, it's going to be wonderful because we're going to be able to go into a state-of-the-art kitchen, and all of these groups, including the children, will be able to cook. And be able to cook for their peers and for other members of the community.
It's funny, isn't it? People often say that the heart of a home is in the kitchen. You've sort of scaled that up.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's working.
Yes, absolutely.
Best thing about living in Rose Hill?
Oh, golly. I just think now, fabulous community spirit, really.
Well, how fantastic.
Yes.
More power to your elbow. Lovely talking to you, Fran. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Phil.
And apologies for the technical difficulties with our link to Lily in Rose Hill. 13 minutes to 10.